Bray never played to the crowd, bro, and that could have went on for Austin never played to the crowd. Rock never played to the crowd. If you play to the crowd, bro, what that means is, okay, I'm over now, and I'm just going to keep going out there doing and saying the same thing. And then, bro, you go out and do and say the same thing 3 or 6 months, they're tired of it.
Speaking of relationship, the fan base is growing a relationship with this guy who's been around for a while. His name is LA Knight. Yeah. So this is the new fans' choice. This is the new poster in the frat house of professional wrestling fans. LA Knight. Let's go ahead and have our meetings and tweet each other the poster of LA Knight in the frat house, and let's cheer for LA Knight. He just came out. He just burgeoned into being one of the people's fan favorites. He's been around for a long time, and I don't know what it is about him now that's different than when he was Eli Drake, or, like he's been the same. But for some reason, fans are a big fan of him now. But Kevin Nash, he wasn't the he didn't really show that much fandom of LA Knight. He actually said this. He said, "There's so many people who agree that LA is doing the Rock Austin." I mean, the guy's been in the business for like 10 years. He's actually been in the business for much longer than that. Why didn't he get over anywhere else? If you're not over in 3 years, it's probably just not going to happen. Now, a lot of that of what he said is based on just, unresearched, not very deep analysis of who LA Knight / Eli Drake is, because there's a few things there that isn't even accurate. But do you find some legitimacy in what Kevin Nash is saying as far as repeating from other people? Do you think that's legitimate, or do you have pushback to that?
I don't, bro. Listen, but first of all, Kevin's giving his opinion, and people got so upset. It's Kevin Nash's opinion. That's all it is. But bro, here's the bottom line. In professional wrestling, to some degree, bro, everybody's ripping everybody else off. I mean, we've seen this as a matter of fact, guys. If you literally, bro, and I guarantee you, today's wrestlers don't even know who I'm talking about. Okay, but like every time I see Sami Zayn, bro, I see Woody Allen. He's ripping off Woody Allen, bro. As a matter of fact, George Costanza, when he auditioned for Seinfeld and started doing Seinfeld, Larry David said to him, "Bro, you're doing Woody Allen. Stop doing." So, bro, this is across the board. Yeah. Come on, bro. Young actors come up and, they're doing, De Niro, or they're doing Pacino. I mean, this happens across the board, and it definitely happens in wrestling. But here's the bottom line, bro. It's just Kevin Nash's opinion. That's what Kevin Nash thinks. But again, bro, it's like he's over to the niche audience. Bro, LA Knight's not going to be doing Subway commercials. I promise you. LA Knight is not going to be on the Jimmy Kimmel show. Like, I promise you. And like I said, Chris, there's this phenomena of the flavor of the week. And like, I swear, bro, every 3 months, okay, guys, let's all get on the same page. For the next 3 months, it's going to be this guy. Then we're tired of that. We're going to move on to this guy. Then we're tired of her. I've never seen, bro. I worked with people that were over for decades. The Undertaker, Mick Foley, Shawn Michaels, Bret Hart. They weren't over for 3 months. These people were over for decades. Yeah. Bro, it's bizarre to me, Chris. But at the end of the day, that when Kevin saw LA Knight, that's immediately what came to his mind. And he's entitled to that, bro.
He's entitled to his opinion. Absolutely. I agree with that 100%. Now, there's a couple of things. See, there's a few things that I'm thinking as far as LA Knight is concerned. I want to defend LA Knight and also want to critique LA Knights from a booking standpoint. Now, good for him. He struck pay dirt somehow. He was just a product of the circumstance when it came to the pro wrestling fan. So good for him. He's the new flavor of the month, right? So here's the thing. Now, either take this and run with it, like Daniel Bryan did, like Kofi Kingston did, like, okay, like run with it. Sami Zayn, he was another flavor of the month. He's definitely not as over as he was earlier this year. That's for sure. So run with it. Sami Zayn had a world title opportunity, almost won. Daniel Bryan ended up winning a world title from it. Kofi Kingston ended up winning a world title from it. So LA Knight has the look. Yes, he's a little bit on the older side, but I mean, that's not even really a thing anymore. Bobby Lashley won his first, world title almost in his mid 40s. Brock Lesnar is still in title contention in his mid 40s. AJ Styles is in his mid 40s. So it's like there's a lot of people who passed the threshold that Vince McMahon used to have back in the day, but they're still doing a really good job. So age isn't really a factor. Now, is he just a flavor of the month is really what it boils down to. And I think it's important for fans to really come out of the bubble for a moment and just analyze, what is it about LA Knight now? And this is a legitimate question. This is for people who are watching this video. Like, no shade, but this is a legitimate question from my end. What is it that about LA Knights, same promo for 15 years, same look for 15 years. What is it about LA Knight in 2023 that's more over than LA Knight in 2018? So explain that to me. I'm really legitimately interested. I usually don't look at comments much, but I'm going to spend more time for this video to look at the comments to see answers from a legitimate standpoint of what you see in LA Knights. Like, comment civilly, and be sure that you're answering the question instead of being a bottom feeder. You don't want to be that, but answer the question legitimately. What is it about LA Knight that you see now? So that's another thing. And then my last thing is this: what comes to LA Knight now? LA Knight has the look. He has the Jimmy Kimmel. He has the late night show look. He has the gab. But at the same time, to me, there's just some intangible, maybe because he's getting this flavor of the month type of feel to him. It just doesn't feel like he's main event material right now. Could he be built up to it? Sure. But I don't think LA Knight should be just the golden child right now, just because a stack of fans like him. Like, that really shouldn't cause a wrestler to become just a golden ticket all of a sudden. So there's a few things that I have with LA Knight. I do think it's worth him chasing, because people were mad because he didn't win the Money in the Bank. I actually didn't mind him not winning Money in the Bank. I'm actually fine with that, because if he's going to be a baby face, make him a baby face. Let him do the slow burn. Let him do the slow build. And I think that will cause people to really get more into him, of people who may not be with him right now, may not be into him. So those are my thoughts on LA Knight. I think it's worth seeing how it goes and moving forward from there. So any last thoughts on that, Vince?
Nah, bro, it's just listen, I've heard a lot of chatter about LA Knight, but I can tell you this: as a casual fan, it's not at the point of making me want to watch the show. And I think I speak for a lot of casual fans. Now when it gets to the point with casual fans of, oh, you've got to see this guy on SmackDown. I'm telling you, it's not there with me.
Yeah.
So
that makes sense to me because even from the way that he's booked, he doesn't win every match. He's not really getting pushed because he loses matches still. Yes, he has a general athletic look, cool on the mic. I think he's been one of the best mic workers for a long time now. I'll give him that. But what is it that's so compelling that's like, oh man, I can't take my eyes off the screen when I see just the allure of LA Knight? I don't think he has that. Now, when it came to Bray, yes, there was an allure about Bray Wyatt that was like, man, I can't keep my eyes off of the screen, from the slow walk to the music to the costumes, stuff like that, the lantern, all those things were alluring.
bro, does he play to the crowd a lot?
Yes, he does.
Because I'm going to tell you, bro, mark my words. When you play to the crowd, it's short-lived. Because it's like Seth singing, bro. And you just mentioned Bray.
Yeah.
Bray never played to the crowd, bro. And that could have went on for Austin never played to the crowd. Rock never played to the crowd. If you play to the crowd, bro, what that means is, okay, I'm over now. And I'm just going to keep going out there doing and saying the same thing. And then, bro, you go out and do and say the same thing 3 or 6 months. They're tired of it. That's why, bro, when I was writing for Austin and Rock, it was, and Taker, all right, what's next? Like, what are you doing next? What are we doing different? That's next. What are we doing different? They were always evolving the character. And that's very important, bro, because if you keep stretching out that act, it's going to end a lot sooner than you, bro. That's the tail wagging the dog. You've got to control the crowd, bro. When Seth goes out there and the fans start singing and don't stop, he doesn't have control of them.
Yeah.
They are controlling him, and then he's doing this. They are now controlling him, and those are the type of people, bro, that they're gonna get tired of. It's the wrestler where the audience like, oh, isn't the number one thing that they're marking out to. Like when Austin came out, bro, Austin wanted to kill Vince. Austin didn't want to kiss up to the crowd. Austin wanted to kill Vince, and he kind of like, the crowd was in the background. So I think the psychology is they want Austin to notice them, and when you can't, bro, it's like the guy chasing the girl that he can't get. When you can't get him, it just goes on and on and on. But when you start freaking pandering, bro, I think that's when you have a very short shelf life.
Yeah, indeed, man. This guy right here, Vince Russo. I'm Dr. Chris. This is Writing with Russo. Have a good night, everybody. Solo.